Hi everyone. After learning the theory part of pair of lines not passing through origin, now in this lecture number 7 of our topic number 4 pair of straight lines, let us solve some examples of finding separate equations of lines passing through given certain point, and also some examples on finding the combined equation of line. Let us see one example. Let us see this solved example number 1. Find the joint equation of the pair of lines through the point 2 minus 1 and parallel to the lines represented by 2x square plus 3x square minus 9y square equal to 0. Here already one pair of line is given and the question is asked to find the equation of pair of lines which are parallel to these and passing through point 2 minus 1. This is homogeneous equation in x and y. Obviously this represents two lines passing through origin. Let us suppose u equal to 0 and v equal to 0. These are two lines which are passing through origin. So these are the two lines which are passing through origin here. Okay. Now the required lines are parallel to this. So this v is parallel to v dash and u is parallel to u dash, and these two lines u equal to 0 and u dash equal to 0 and v dash equal to 0, which are the required lines, and they are passing through point 2 minus 1. Okay. So we want the combined equation of these two lines. So first what we will do, from the given equation we will find the auxiliary equation of this pair of lines. How is that? It is from putting, instead of y put m and eliminate x, you will get the auxiliary equation. Now changing sign, this will be our auxiliary equation of given lines. Then find the factors of this. As this is 9 minus 2 18, so you get here 3 minus 6, which gives us addition minus 3m and product minus 18m square. So this will give this, taking common 3m here, taking common minus 2 or 2 minus 2, then we get in bracket 3m plus 1, which is common factor, one factor, and another factor will be 3m minus 2. This will give us m equal to minus 1/3, and this will give you m equal to 2/3. So now these are the slopes of two lines, which are these, and these lines are parallel to them. Therefore, their also slopes are same. Slope of u and u dash, the slope of v and v dash are same. So the slopes of, suppose their slopes be m1 and m2. So m1 equal to minus 1/3 and m2 equal to 2/3. Now knowing slope, point is already given. So using slope point form, that is y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1, we can write separate equations of required line. So these are separate equations. Here y1 is minus 1, so plus 1, x1 is plus 2, so here we get x minus 2. Now multiplying both sides by 3, we get this, and simplifying we get equation as x plus 3y plus 1 equal to 0 and 2x minus 3y plus minus 7 equal to 0. Now these are the separate equations of required line. The question is asked to find the joint equation. What is asked here? Find the joint equation. So take the product of those two equations, and after simplification we get the joint equation of pair of lines passing through this point 2 minus 1 and parallel to these two lines. Okay, it's one type of example. Sometimes what is asked? Sometimes instead of this word parallel, they may ask perpendicular. If the same question is asked and this word is changed, then what to do? Knowing these slopes, find the slopes of perpendicular lines. If the slope of this minus 1/3 is given, the slope of given line is minus 1/3, its perpendicular slope will be plus 3. Okay, slope is 2/3, so its line perpendicular to that will be have slope minus 3. And follow the same method, you will get another answer. Means the lines which are passing through this point but perpendicular to these lines, means line perpendicular to this one is like this, passing through this point same, but it is perpendicular to this. So if v is given, this v dash will be perpendicular to it, and a line perpendicular to this line passing through this will be like this. This will be u dash equal to 0. Okay, this is perpendicular. So in this way there are also two lines which are perpendicular to the given lines. So there are two types of questions. One is parallel to the lines and another is perpendicular to the lines. While parallel, we will take the same values of slope. Whenever the lines are perpendicular, we will take their negative reciprocals here, because m1 m2 equal to minus 1. If lines are perpendicular, m1 m2 equal to minus 1. When lines are parallel, m1 is equal to m2. In this m and that m1 is same, this m and m2 is same. Okay. So remember these parallel and perpendicular or conditions for parallel lines and perpendicular lines. Then we will find the answer. Okay. So in this example, there are two types. Okay. Now let us see second one example. Now this is second example of finding separate equations of the lines represented by this combined equation of lines which are not passing through origin. These lines are not passing through origin because if you simplify this, if you open this square, this product or this square, then this equation will become in the form of ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals 0, because this term will give us x square minus 4x plus 4. This will give us xy, that is minus 3xy. Then minus 3x means this will be minus 2y, so plus 6y, and this minus 2, that is plus 6. This will give us 2y square plus 2y, that is 4y, plus 1 means plus 2 equal to 0. So after simplification, we have this equation as x square minus 7x or minus 3xy plus 2y square minus 7x plus 10y, and constant is 4, 6, 10 plus 2, that is 12 equal to 0. So this is second degree equation in x and y, and this equation is converted into this form. Now whenever certain equation of second degree in x and y is converted into form like this, where this is x minus constant bracket square minus 3 times the same term plus y minus constant, and the same term is here in the form of square, then this will be one typical form. If you put here in the part of solution, we will put let x minus 2 is equal to capital X and y plus 1 is equal to capital Y. Then this equation becomes, then the given equation becomes x square minus 3xy plus 2y bracket 2y square equal to 0. Now this equation is similar to ax square. Our actual form is ax square plus 2hxy plus by square, but we will take here instead of small xy capital Xy. So this will be like this, 2h xy and by square equal to 0. So this equation is converted into the homogeneous equation of degree 2 in x and y, which represents two lines passing through origin. Actually these two lines are not passing through origin. Due to this substitution, these two lines are converted into these lines which are passing through origin. This means this is nothing but the shifting of origin. What is this? This is nothing but the shifting of origin. So whenever we will convert this equation into this method is called as the shift of origin. So first method we are using here, that is shift of origin. So whenever example equation is given in this form, we will use shift of origin so that this general equation will get converted into this homogeneous equation, because the point of intersection of these two lines is not origin and the point of intersection of these two lines is origin. Means we are changing their point of intersection. Instead of that non-origin point of intersection, we are shifting that point to the origin, so we get this equation. Now at this stage we can find the factors of this equation. No need to compare it. Therefore here the factors are, this is 2 minus 2 minus 1 will give us minus 3. So x square minus xy minus 2xy plus 2y square equal to 0. Now take common from these two, that is x in bracket x minus y. Here we take minus 2y, so that in bracket remains once again x minus y equal to 0. So x minus y is common here. So we get x minus y. In another bracket we get x minus 2y equal to 0. These are the separate equations, or these are the factors. So we get the separate equations as, therefore x minus y equal to 0 and x minus 2y is equal to 0. These are the factors or two lines, separate lines of this combined equation. Now once again put the value of x, that is small x minus 2, but x is equal to x minus 2 and y is equal to y plus 1. Therefore we get x minus 2 minus y, that is y minus 1 equal to 0, and x is x minus 2 and y is y plus 1 equal to 0, that is x minus y minus 3 equal to 0, and this gives us x minus 2y minus 2 minus 2, that is minus 4 equal to 0. So these are the separate equations of these equations which are given in combined form. So these are the two equations of separate equations of the lines. Okay, now let us see the another method by which we can find the separate equations whenever the equation is given in this form. There are again two methods of finding separate equations whenever this general second degree equation in x and y is given, which represents pair of lines which are not passing through origin. Okay, so see example number 3. Example number 3, find the separate equations of lines given by this. Now here we will use second method of finding separate equations. In first previous example number 2 we have used shift of origin. Now in this method we will use the corresponding homogeneous equation. Okay, so we will call this method as use of corresponding homogeneous equation. Okay, here this equation is obviously general equation of second degree in x and y. We will use its corresponding homogeneous equation, means these three terms. Okay, let us see the proof of this. Or solution. The given equation is this. Let us consider this homogeneous expression, that is 2x square minus xy minus 3y square. Can you find the factors of this? Obviously those are nothing but, I think, minus 1 we want, and these 2 and minus 3 are as it is. So we can write this as 2x square plus xy minus plus 2xy minus 3xy minus 3y square. Then we get factors as, let us take common as 2x in bracket x plus y. Here taking common 3y in bracket remains x plus y. So factors are x plus y and 2x minus 3y. Okay, now we can use these factors because if you take this equal to 0, then this represents two lines passing through origin, and those two lines are nothing but this, x plus y equal to 0 and 2x minus 3y equal to 0. So from these are the two lines parallel to these two lines. So these two lines are nothing but, once again I will draw you one figure, that is these two lines are nothing but the lines parallel to passing through origin. These are two lines, u equal to 0 and v equal to 0, which are passing through origin, and these are the two lines which are not passing through origin, but they are parallel to these two, because we have taken the corresponding homogeneous equation, because angle between these two lines and angle between these two lines is same, or these two lines and these two lines are parallel. So the given these two lines are parallel to this, but they are passing through another point or other point than this origin. So we can consider those two lines as this parallel to this v, and this one parallel to this u. We don't know their point of intersection. We are not finding also it here. We just using this homogeneous expression here. So obviously, if the equation of u is x plus y equal to 0, what will be the equation of u dash? These two lines are parallel, so there is change in only constant. So consider the u dash as x plus y plus h, one constant. Are you getting? X plus y equal to 0, and the equation of line parallel to it is x plus y plus h. If the equation of v is 2x, equation of v is 2x minus 3y equal to 0. So what will be the equation of v dash? It will be 2x minus 3y, suppose plus k equal to 0. Is it okay? We have taken h and k, because these two lines are passing through origin and these two are not passing through origin. So there will be constant in each equation. Is it okay? Now consider the separate equations of these two lines as these, because we have x plus y and 2x minus y. Therefore, these are, therefore we can say that, therefore x plus y equal to 0 and 2x minus 3y equal to 0 are the lines passing through origin and parallel to the given lines, or parallel to the lines given by this equation, suppose first. Okay, therefore the separate equations of lines given by equation 1 are x plus y plus h equal to 0 and 2x minus 3y plus k equal to 0. Okay, due to this concept of parallel lines. Now we can write this equation as the product of these two equations. So consider this expression, that is 2x square minus xy minus 3y square minus 6x plus 19y minus 20. It is equal to the product of these two left hand sides, that is x plus y plus h into 2x minus 3y plus k. This point is important. Okay, is it okay? Have you understood what to do? Take this homogeneous expression, take the factors, and from these factors you can write these two factors in terms of h and k. Here h and k are unknown. Let us try to find them. Now take the product of these RHS, that will be x into 2x, that is 2x square, then minus 3xy plus 2xy. that is minus xy, then minus 3y square, then this is kx plus 2hkx. It will give us k plus 2h out of bracket x. That is the x term. Now let us find y term. Y term will be ky and minus 3hy. Ky and minus 3hy. And last is constant, that is plus hk. Okay. So that we get x square term, y square term, x term, y term and constant term. Now these two are equal expressions. So equate them. These initial three terms are same. So this one is nothing but minus 6. Therefore we get equations k plus 2h equal to minus 6 and k minus 3h equal to 19. Okay, and third one is equating constants. We get hk equal to minus 20 and hk equal to minus 20. Therefore, equating we get. Or you can write reason after that. Let us suppose this as first equation, this as second, or we will give your names as A, B, C. Or first, second, third also, because A, B, C are again constants of our general equation. So this is first, second, third equation, and these are obtained by equating this, equating the coefficients of each term from each term. Okay. Now find the values of hk. We have these two simultaneous or linear equations in h and k. So we can solve these two simultaneously. Subtract this second equation from first. Kk will get cancelled. We get here 5k. So first minus second implies 5h equal to is minus 6 minus 19, that is minus 25, which implies h equal to minus 5. So this is our first value of h, that is minus 5. Now second one. For that, what to do? Put value of h in either first or second. If you put in second, then h, this will become plus 15. So k, now second implies k is equal to 19 minus, putting h equal to minus 5, we get here plus 15, that is minus 15. So k is equal to, which implies k is equal to plus 4. K is equal to plus 4 is second value. And whenever k is equal to plus 4, let us check whether these two values satisfy third equation or not. If they will satisfy the equation of third equation, then and only then this equation, or these are the factors of this equation. So h equal to minus 5 and k is equal to 4. So minus 5 into 4 equal to minus 20. Here h, values of h and k, h and k satisfy equation 3. Therefore, is h and k have real roots, or actually they are real values? These are the proper factors or factors of this expression, and these are the separate equations of this line. Therefore, x plus y plus h means minus 5 equal to 0, and 2x minus 3y plus k means plus 4 equal to 0. These are the separate equations. Are the separate equations of lines given by first equation. Now, as we have found here separate equations of lines, obviously this equation represents a pair of lines. So, if sometimes question is asked, show that this equation represents a pair of lines, then at that time what to do? Just find their separate equations. If we are able to find the separate equations, and which are the linear equations in x and y, these are linear equations in x and y, obviously those are lines, so this equation represents pair of lines. Is it okay? So another second method to show that this equation represents a pair of lines is this one. In our previous article, what we have done, we have used the condition. We know the necessary condition for equation to be a pair of lines, that is determinant A, B, C, F, G, H. Instead of that, we can use this method also to show that this equation represents pair of lines. No need to take the values of A, B, C, F, H. Okay? Or no need to use that condition h square minus AB greater than or equal to 0. Directly separate, try to find the separate equations of this given equation. For that, once again take their corresponding homogeneous equation. Obviously find factors, take values of h and k right here, then equate these two equations. You will get values equations in h and k, 3 equations in hk. Find the values of h and k from 2 equations, check whether it satisfies third equation. If it is possible, then these values of h and k are correct. Put those values here, you will get the separate equations of lines. Okay. Now we will solve this example number 4 by third method of finding separate equations. In this example, the question is asked to find the separate equations of the lines given by this non-homogeneous or general second degree equation in x and y. Let us see the third method. In this third method, using point of intersection and slopes of parallel lines. Slopes of parallel lines means parallel lines to these two lines. Okay. So we know that the equation of parallel lines from these two lines can be obtained from that first 3 terms. Here, let us first try to find the slopes of lines. For that, since 2x square plus xy minus y square equal to 0 represents two lines passing through origin and parallel to the given lines. Therefore, 2x square, therefore its auxiliary equation, therefore its auxiliary equation is minus m square, or we can write it as 2 plus n minus m square equal to 0 without changing the sequence. 2 plus n minus m square equal to 0, that is nothing but m square minus n minus 2 equal to 0. So the factors are here minus 2, that is minus 2 plus 1. So m square plus n minus 2m minus 2 equal to 0. From this take n common, so we get n plus 1. From this take minus 2 common, we get n plus 1 equal to 0. Therefore, this will give us the two values of n, that is minus 1 and n is equal to plus 1. Okay, so these are the two slopes, n equal to 2. So those are the slopes of these two lines which are parallel to these one. So we will use these two values to find the separate equations of lines represented by this equation. Now the second step, to find the point of intersection. Now the point of intersection is the point of intersection. Before that, let us find the values of ABC and FGH from the given expression. Now compare first, then write the point of intersection. Now comparing given equation with ax square plus 2hxy plus dy square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0, we get values of ABC as a equal to 2, b equal to minus 1, c equal to minus 3, f equal to 2f equal to 4, 2fy. So f equal to 2, g is equal to gx, so g is equal to half, and h equal to plus 1, so once again h equal to half. Now knowing these values, therefore the point of intersection is HF minus BG, comma, then HG minus AF or FA upon AB minus H square. So it is equal to HF, H is half, F is 2, half into 2 minus B is minus 1 and G is half, so plus 1 into half, whole divided by AB. AB is minus 2 minus H square, that is 1/4, minus 2 minus 1/4, comma, or you can take, put just first show the substitution and after that we will write directly the answer. H square is half square. And HG, H is half, G is half. So half into half minus A is 2, F is 2. So divided by AB minus S square is same, that is 2 into minus 1 minus half square. So it is, this is 1 and this half, that is 3/2, upon this is minus 2 minus 1/4, that is minus 8 minus 1, that is minus 9/4. Once again check, this is minus 2 and this is 1/4, so 4 minus 2, that is minus 8 minus 1 minus 9/4. Second here, 1/4 minus 4, 1/4 minus 4 is 1/4 minus 4, that is 4 4 16 minus 15/4, divided by this one is minus 2, the same, that is minus 9/4. So this 4 get cancelled, 2 get cancelled, which is at the denominator, It is 3 minus 3 upon minus 9 is minus 1/3. So it is minus 2/3. And this 4 get cancelled. Minus 15 upon 9, that is minus plus 5/3. So this is the point of intersection. Now we know slope and point. Therefore, the equations lines using slope point for R are y minus y1. Point is that is 5/3 equal to slope is, first slope is minus 1 into x minus x1, that is this, and the second line is y minus 5/3, second slope is 2 into x plus 2/3. Okay, so these are the equations of two lines which are passing through point minus 2/3 5/3 and having slopes minus 1 and 2. Now simplify, this will be 3y minus 5 is equal to, multiplying this by minus 3 means 3 minus 3 x minus 2. This will be 3y minus 5 equal to 3x means 6x plus 4. Okay. Therefore, the lines are 3x plus 5y minus 3 equal to 0 and 6x minus 3y plus 9 equal to 0. So these are the equations of separate lines by using this method. Here is 3, not 5, 3x plus 3y. Okay, let us check whether these are correct equations or not. For that we can take the product of these two, then that product should be this equation. Let us check, it will be 18x square, this, then xy terms, that is minus 9 plus 18, that is plus 9xy, y square term, that is minus 9y square, x term is 27x minus 18, that is plus 9x, y term, that is 27 plus 9, that is 36 plus 36y, and last one is minus 27 equal to 0. I think cancelling 9 from each equation, we get 2x square plus xy minus y square plus x plus 4y minus 3 equal to 0, and that is the same equation. So our answer is correct. Okay. So these are two equations or two lines which are separate lines of this combined equation. Or these are separate equations of lines, and this is the combined equation of lines. Okay. So what to do? First, from this given equation, let us take the homogeneous equation, corresponding homogeneous equation, write its auxiliary equation. From that auxiliary equation, find the roots of that auxiliary equation. It will give you the slopes of two lines which are passing through origin. And obviously the slopes of these two lines and slopes of these two lines which are not passing through origin are same. So knowing those slopes and finding the point of intersection using this formula, comparing this equation with this general equation, we will get the values of ABC, FGH, and using that we will get the point of intersection. Now knowing point and slope, write the equations using slope point form. These are the separate equations. And if we are able to write the separate equations, then obviously this equation represents pair of lines. Okay, so we can use this method also to show that the equation, the equation represents a pair of lines. Okay, so this one is third method. Using point of intersection and slopes of parallel lines, we can find the separate equations of line. Okay, so in this lecture we have the three methods of finding separate equation. One is shift of origin. Whenever that particular form of pair of lines not passing through origin is given, then we can use shift of origin. Second, use of corresponding homogeneous equation. Means from homogeneous equation we have found the two lines which are passing through origin, and from that we have written the two lines which are not passing through origin because they are parallel. And comparing the coefficients, we get the values of those unknowns h and k, and substituting, if we get those real values or those required values, then we can write the separate equations. And this is the third method in which we have found the point of intersection and the slopes of parallel lines. And using slope point form, we get the separate equations. Okay, so these three methods are there, but in textbook only these and these two methods are given. We have solved one example using this third method also. Okay, now still there are different type of examples are there in this article or in this exercise. We will solve those examples in our next lecture number 8. Okay.